I'm amazed at the number of YouTube videos that are titled Out of the Box. It's almost as though we have an obsession with packaging. I don't know about you, but I want to get straight to the action and find out what the thing does outside the box. Now, immediately you can see that I'm using a bandsaw with a plywood tabletop, and you're thinking that's odd. So really the title of this video is Bandsawing Outside the Box. In other words, thinking a little bit unconventionally to find the best methods. And in this case, well, I'll explain a bit later on the advantage of having a plywood top. Apart from the fact that it absorbs sound, but here you can see it's an extension of a bench. So for long wood I'm bandsawing, I've got good support. Now recently I bought a tiny bandsaw, this little record, and it's a real beauty. And the title of one of my other videos is why I never use a straight fence with a bandsaw. Now I did say that small bandsaws just do not work accurately by using a fence. There's far too much resistance of the material and the blade wanders. And I was quite amazed by the number of people who kind of argued with this. It's almost as though they have a very fixed mindset. Of course, there were other people who said, yeah, I found it's much better bandsawing freehand. So really this video is to try and explain a little bit more convincingly, hopefully, that the bandsaw, in fact all tools, are incredibly creative. I was given a router, in fact this very one here, back in 1974 to play with, and at that time the router was just a grooving tool. Well, a decade later I wrote a book called The Incredible Router, which some of you are young enough to remember was the pioneer works on the creative use of the router. Now, somebody made a comment in my other video that it's all right for you, you've got 50 years experience. Well, here's a little tip that actually is not my idea. It's a jig. It's a halfway house between a straight fence and freehand routing. This wonderful little simple block of wood, which you can see that I can hot melt bond onto my plywood top. You know, that's another advantage of using plywood. And it's so easy to use. Now, I've actually never used this method before. So, you know, those of you who are saying, oh, it's all right for you, you've got 50 years of experience. This is honestly the first time I've used this method. I'm aware of it, but look at how easy it is. Now, I forgot to say that a crucial aspect in accurate bandsawing, no matter whether you're using David or Goliath, is a razor sharp blade. And I use these toughened, hard edge, expendable blades that I join, I solder together in a little jig. In fact, I've made a video on that. And it's important that the blade is absolutely razor sharp. The moment it's slightly dull, then you run into problems and the blade will wander. Check for flatness against the tabletop. Now the block easily prizes off. Now, of course, the bandsaw has to be correctly set up. The blade tensioned and running on the crown of the wheel, and then the guide block back support almost but not quite touching the blade. Now this may surprise you, but what is actually more important than having the upper blade guide set close to the workpiece is the blade being absolutely razor sharp at all times. Using a bandsaw freehand and to align is as easy as riding a bike as you steer with both hands. Even a child can do it. Well, I hope you find this useful. Thanks for watching. My name is Jeremy Broun. Please subscribe to my channel if you think I can help make your woodworking more efficient and easy. And please also visit my Wood Domain media store for a range of publications.